Hi guys, hope you're having a good day. I'm making a little video today to help you out with a science task that I've asked you to do. You need to be able to measure your heart rate to do it, and that can be a little bit tricky. So I'm going to talk to you about two ways to do it. Number one is the easy way, okay, but it does require something special, and that is a sports watch or a smartwatch or a Fitbit that has a heart rate monitor, okay. If you've got one of those, easy peasy, that's all you need, okay, that's going to do everything for you. The second way is if you don't have a sports watch or a Fitbit, and it's the old-fashioned way, and that is by using pulse points on your body, okay. That's either here on your neck or here on your wrist, or just by putting a hand on our chest, okay. These can be a little bit tricky to find, so you just have to have a play around. What you're looking for on your wrist and your neck is this kind of soft bits, and you need to put your fingers in there. Don't push too hard. You just put your fingers in there lightly and then see if you can feel the little pulse as your heart is beating, okay. If you're finding that tricky, you might need to get someone to help you, okay, mum or dad or whoever looks after you at home can maybe do that. They might have a little bit more experience in doing that for you, okay. So I'm going to measure my pulse now. I'm just going to go and get something that I need. You need something to time, okay, so that could be either your phone or a watch, clock. I'm going to have to use something that isn't my phone because my phone is there filming this, okay. So back in 2. Right, I'm back. I've got a computer. Got a stopwatch on the computer, so that's what I'm going to use to do my timing. I'm going to find my pulse point. Now, when we measure our heart rate, we measure it in beats per minute, okay? But it's a bit tedious sitting there for a minute counting the number of beats, and it's easy to get it wrong. So what we're going to do is we're going to measure our pulse for 15 seconds, okay? And we're going to times it by 4 to get 60 seconds, which is 1 minute, okay. So 15 seconds, timing and counting how many beats I feel in that 15 seconds, okay. So I'm going to start, find my pulse, and I'm going to start counting. Okay, 14 beats in 15 seconds. So do the maths, multiply that by 4. That's 56 beats per minute. I can check that with my heart rate monitor. Actually, it's at 57 it says on there. So that's pretty accurate, okay. That is my resting heart rate, okay. The first thing I want you to do is measure your heart rate when you've been sitting around doing nothing, okay. I've been sat on the sofa doing some work. I haven't been doing anything. I haven't got up to go and make a cup of tea for a while. I'm resting, okay. My heart rate is at its lowest. I'm not out of breath. I've not been doing anything strenuous at all. So that's what you want to do for your first heart rate measurement, okay. Get used to doing it. Try it a few times, see if you're consistent with your results, and then we can move on to the next bit. So now I'm just going to take the dog for a walk, nice easy pace for 5 minutes, and we'll see what that does to my heart rate. So I've been walking now for about 5 minutes, nice easy pace, don't feel out of breath. Some nice little sheep and lambs in the field, and let's have a look and see what's happening to my heart rate. So we're at 91 BPM, 92, okay, there we are. Okay, so we're coming to a bit of a hill now, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to walk up the hill pretty fast. Now I'm not going to run, but I'm going to walk as quickly as I feel is comfortable as a walk. Alright, we'll see what that does to my heart rate. Okay, so I'm at the top of the hill now, a little bit out of breath with that one. Let's see what the heart rate's doing. 101. Okay, it was a little bit higher than that a second ago. It was about 110. So just because I've stopped, it's going back down again. Right, so over the last few days I've been going out, I've been doing my daily exercise, and I've been trying to do a variety of different things to keep it interesting. Hopefully you're doing a little bit of daily exercise every day as well, whether it's going out in the garden, whether you get to go out for a walk, or whether you're doing something in the house like the Joe Wicks workout. So over the next few days, all I want you to do is make a note of the daily exercise that you do, and after 5 minutes of exercise, I just want you to stop and measure your heart rate as best you can, and make a note of what your heart rate was, and I'll show you what you need to do next. Right, the next thing you need to do is create a table of your results. I will leave a link to download this table if you want to download it and print it off. I'll leave that on the school website. But it doesn't matter, you can just draw your own table, and if you have a Fitbit or a smartwatch, you can do away with this column here. Okay, so over the last few days, I've been for easy walk and strenuous walk. I did that on the same day, went for a run, bike ride, did the Joe Wicks workout, which was really actually quite hard. And also, just to see how far I could push my heart rate, I did some sprints. Don't forget, like I nearly did, to also include your resting heart rate as well, okay, because that's really important. Right, next I'm going to set a to-do, which is going to be a to graph, which will look like this when you open it. All I've done here from when it's first been opened is I've changed this title to my heart rate. I've changed this label here to activity and this one to heart rate beats per minute. And then I'm just going to start inputting my data. Okay, so we're going to start with resting heart rate. And that was 56. Then I'm going to do easy walk. And that was 91. Strenuous walk. 109, and so on. Okay, and that's going to build my graph up for me. All right, once you've done the graph in its entirety, all I need you to do is submit it to me. Okay, so that's all there is to it. I'm going to leave a link in the description to a little video that's going to help explain a little bit more about the science that's going on here. So I'd like you to have a look at that video as well. Just to help you understand things a little bit better. Okay, and that's it. Good luck.